isn't it, about how to manage your social media.
And don't forget YouTube. Look, I forgot YouTube. I just put it on YouTube now. And YouTube are paying creatives to make little shorts so they can go in. So this is massively interesting for me. But what are you interested in? If you're listening, we'd love you to call in. Tell us, what direction do you care about? The incinerator in Edmonton, is that something that bothers you? Because the smell of the old incinerator is still bad.
That was horrible. We went there, it was in 2 weeks, and when was he getting out of the car? Oh my God, the smell. What's that noise?
I think there's somebody in your background.
I'm actually going to have to go, guys, unfortunately. We've got a preschool haircut booked. So I'm being told, Mummy, it's time to go.
Before you wrap up, let's just quickly push the book one last time. If you could put a link to where you can buy it online. Could we ask for, if you personally tune in, a signed autograph for one?
Well, yes, you can go to my website, mysticbunnyboy.com, and you can buy them from there. Unfortunately, they come direct from Amazon, so I can't sign them. But what you could do is you could drop me an email, books@mysticbunnyboy.com. I do have a secret stash here, so I could sign some that way for you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
One more thing, I had a really good idea for you. So you know the culture centre in Palace Gardens.
Yes.
They've got there a book stand for children's books. Your book would fit really nicely there. Get in touch with the council, Enfield Council, and to see if you can have a shelf and display your book.
And the MS Society over in Barnet, hello Hayes, but you could do a book launch there, because I know that they get a lot of followers.
Yeah,
all
right, I'm coming. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for all your help, and it's been lovely to chat to you. I'm coming, sweetie. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
That was nice having an author on. Made a change.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? She's been really quiet though, because I used to follow her all the time. And for some reason, I don't seem to get her alerts anymore.
So did you see that young man getting knocked over in Enfield Town? Did you see it live? Like I got to see it.
Oh, is that the Enfield Grammar Boy? Yeah, that was last year, wasn't
Awful. But him and his mum have raised thousands and thousands of pounds.
That. I actually did a campaign on Enfield Matters for that.
So mustn't forget there was 2 other victims as well, and we haven't really heard about the 80-year-old. Like, if he's still got his license, I think we need to think about that. That I know when you get older and you lose your license, you're losing your independence. But the infrequency that you drive, it'd actually be cheaper to get a cab. So like, that's easy for me to say, but I think that when I get older, I will definitely really think about giving up my license, because as an optician, we test people's eyes, and then they're actually illegal to drive, and we're not allowed to tell the DVLA. We've checked people who are bus drivers, and they fail to pass the minimum standard, and we're not allowed to say anything.
You have to be tested at 75, don't you? Is that the age where you have to go to your doctor?
But you know, when it's time to give up your license, give up your license. So if you've got friends and family whose parents, you think, well, we maybe give it up, that license. Very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to read some of the messages. Paula, very fragile, a little fragile. Morning, Louise. Louise says good morning, Joy and Gary. They wonderful pajamas are a brilliant band. Have you ever seen them?
Joy,
excellent.
Invite me.
No, they're excellent.
Invite me and remind me.
Yeah, no, there's so many bands. I think that there is an agenda or something of the bands that are going on. So yeah.
So, you know, I'm fascinated in your life there, Joy. We see each other on a Saturday. Sometimes we might speak in the week. What on earth have you got going on this week? What is your plan?
I'm actually going to be doing a review for Enoki, is it, in Winchmore Hill, the Indian restaurant. That's on Monday evening. And then the rest of the week, I've got my crocheting because I'm learning to crochet. So that's on Thursday, and that is at Boho Flow. And then I think I've got meetings all week, so I'm just really, really busy. This weekend we decided not to go anywhere.
But before you move on, hold on. Before you move on, it's an Indian restaurant. And
it's very nice in there. Apparently. The food is amazing.
What is it you're gonna do you know your way around the Indian menu?
I don't know. I tend to, whenever I go out for an Indian, I always order the same old.
Play it safe.
Yeah, chicken tikka masala.
But look,
that's pretty boring, isn't it?
Seeing as you're going there to review the food, like say to them,
try something different.
Yeah, give me something.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for something different.
Do you like fish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know that this is what happened yesterday.
They do a lot of fish.
I went there yesterday, and they'd run out of king prawns. And he was stressing out. He was like, oh my God, what should I do? I've got no king prawns. And I said, just go to Tesco's. And the look that he gave me could have killed.
I know.
He said, are you crazy? Are you mad? Like, I can tell you something. I've never seen, maybe I have, but he's super passionate about his food. And there was no compromise. So he must have spent half an hour, 45 minutes phoning all these fishmongers to find out it was the correct cut. Because the other thing, we look after a fish and chip shop in Oakwood called Kingfisher. And I was on the phone to the owner, and he said, look, Gary, what you really need to get across is that we change our oil every day. And I said, well, will people care? He said, Gary, there's fish and chip shops that might not change their oil for 2 weeks.
Oh God, I suppose that has.
And he says it has such an effect, or the cut of the fish. And I think that we need to be smarter about where we spend our money, because some of the smaller independents, really, they're so passionate. They're not necessarily making tons of money. They're doing it for the passion. They're showing up every day, and they just love what they do. And I said, what about your profit? He's like, all I care about is making. And isn't that wonderful?
I think that's really important. That's so lovely. To take shortcuts when you're preparing food. I think it's really important because you do get the reviews. I mean, I come across loads and loads of reviews. Someone reviewed the Griffin. You know the Griffin.
Should I know it?
It used to be the Harvester, and it's just reopened, hasn't it?
In Grange Park.
Grange Park, yeah. So that looks really nice. And people saying
Harvester, I used to love that Harvester.
People saying the food's really good there, so that's worth a try.
And we only got one Harvester left in Bounds Green.
I think so, yeah.
Love a Harvester, we love that. I
went to the Robin Hood's, and the food is always good there, and I had a nice steak.
Leah fancies a pub lunch on Sunday.
I would say there's so many
Go on,
that do.
Well, I'd love to know who's your favourite.
Yeah. Do you know what I heard? Someone said so the cricketers and hot poles, they do a very, very good Sunday lunch.
You heard it here first. The cricketers and the hot poles do the best Sunday lunch. But White Webs, what's that eat as much as you want place there?
I don't know what's happening about that. I think I heard it was closing down, but I could be wrong. Okay. And also I've got to say about the Rose and Crown, they did actually put on Facebook that they were closing for refurbishment. They've now pushed this back quite a bit, so it's not going to happen until October, November. So the Rose and Crown is still open for those that want to go. Sunday we've got Lazy Day Sunday at Hillyfields on the bandstand,
which I haven't been to, but I hear such good reviews about that.
If you've got the weather and on a good day, it's not great to be sitting out there in the rain. But on a good day, I imagine, I've been a couple of times, it's really, really good.
Can you remind me? Look, Andrew's tuning in. On a serious note, before Andrew jumps into the broadcast, are you going for your booster jab? Would you put your booster? Would you get your kids under 16 to take a jab? Because there's different schools of thought. What?
I thought Andrew didn't have Wi-Fi.
I don't know. He's reckon he's found it. Hey, Andrew.
I thought you didn't have Wi-Fi.
Look how relaxed he
No, I found it for a day. Yeah.
Where are you? In your caravan or something?
Oh, just away for the day. Yeah.
You look very relaxed. Andrew, we're just about to talk about something before you head into the sport.
No, I saw, listen, I heard that wonderful lady who was on.
She was good, wasn't she?
Yeah, Joy, I managed to find somewhere that's got Wi-Fi, so I just stole it for an hour.
So where are you?
Oh, we've just gone out for a day. We'll be back pretty soon.
Where have you gone?
Quite a long way away. I'm not allowed to say.
Why?
Oh no, it's all right. We're in. Have a guess.
Devon.
Devon, Cornwall.
No.
Suffolk.
Look, say north or south or east or west.
North.
Just tell us.
North. Blackpool.
No, I'll tell you where we are. We're in the Peak District.
Oh, lovely. Oh, it's very nice.
We'll
Well, that's
be
not that
back.
far.
We'll be back later. We've just gone up for,
You look
briefly.
nice and relaxed, Andrew.
Do you know what, Gary and Joy?
Can you give us a tour around your camper van, please?
Well, it's quite difficult because I've got my laptop here. I don't really know how to. How do I do this? How do I do it, Joy?
Just walk around with your laptop as well.
Okay, so.
Oh, here we go. Look, I can see. Yes.
That's brilliant.
Oh, it
Good
looks
idea,
very
Joy.
nice. Oh.
So shall I get out of the way? There we
Oh,
are.
it looks great. Looks comfortable.
There's the steering wheel and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Looks
See that?
comfortable.
Okay, I'll just show you the cooker and the fridge.
Yeah.
Can you see that or not?
All the mod cons, I like it.
I'd love one of those camper vans.
Right, there's the. That's the. We got cooker and a fridge there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I say it looks very retro.
Yeah, it is quite retro.
Yeah.
But we had to get a
nice.
we had to get a new duvet, Joy, because it was bloody cold. So we had to get a new.
Oh, what a thicker tog, do you mean?
Yeah, like a huge, great double thing,
Yeah. Oh.
So unfortunately, I missed the Black Barn last night. I'm absolutely gutted.
You know, I forgot all about the Black. I don't think was it plugged.
Yeah, it was. Paul plugged it. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it.
And I can't see it in Enfield Dispatch in the in the back bit where it says the event's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in there.
Yeah, good idea. That's a really good idea. Should do that for next time. Yeah. Definitely.
What's the next event at the Black Barn? Do you know?
I don't think Paul's announced it yet, Joy. It'll be the
Right.
second Saturday in October.
So who was on last night?
Oh, Joey Brennan's band, Temper Diablo. They were at Livestock, Joy.
Okay.
You know,
So before you get into the sport, I'd just like
yeah.
two co-hosts a booster jab, yes or no? Are you
Yes.
You're gonna have it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be coming out soon, shouldn't
Yeah.
it?
I don't know when
When
are Enfield having their booster jabs? Any
Well,
idea?
that's what I'm just about to say. They said that you can have your booster along with your flu jab at the same time.
I think
Really,
I got a text message, so watch out for that. It's coming.
Yeah, but I went to Carlton House last week for something else, and I asked about flu jabs. They said they're not nearly ready to give them.
Oh, okay. I just heard this on the national news.
I got a text. So
I haven't got a text.
No, have I? I didn't get
Oh,
a
it's
text.
coming your way soon.
Oh.
About what? Booster or flu?
About flu jab.
Oh, flu jab. Oh, right. I've never had a flu jab, so I don't know about
It's
it.
very
No.
good, Joy. You
No.
should do it.
No.
No,
But,
that's it.
Joy, no, the band last night was Temper Diablo. Do you remember, Joy? They topped the bill in the barn at Livestock.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, vaguely. I only saw a bit of them. But Joey used to front a Bruce Springsteen tribute band. They were
Oh,
fabulous.
yes, I do. That's just.
And now he's got his own band, and I missed them, and I was absolutely
Oh.
gutted. But they're going to be in Bush Hill Park in the next few weeks, so I'll go
What's
there. And
happening
see
at
them.
Bush Hill Park?
No, they're just playing. That's their next gig in Enfield, Joy.
Yes, I know, but where in Bush Hill Park?
You'd know, Joy. Bush Hill Park Hotel. Yeah.
Golf club.
Is that what it means? Golf club.
No, well, there's a golf club there at Bush Hill Park.
Yeah,
I've never heard
you
of a
said Bush Hill
hotel.
Park Tavern or Hotel or something like that.
No, there's no hotel in Bush Hill Park.
Oh well.
Well, yeah.
It's probably the golf club, I would have thought.
Is there a Bush Hill Park Tavern pub?
No.
Well, you can get conscious of time. There's only 11
What
minutes.
do I know, Joy?
Yeah.
There's only 11 minutes left.
By the way,
and,
Joy
we still
mentioned-
need to do
I
the
know.
weekend and the sports.
No, Joy mentioned. I've got to mention something that Joy mentioned. Tomorrow, in Hilly Fields. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. The unmissable band, Bazooka Joe.
Bazooka Joe. Have you not heard of Bazooka Joe? They are amazing.
Are you going, Joy?
Dependent on the weather. I think we're going to go to do something else tomorrow, but dependent on the weather. I just don't fancy sitting over there.
The lovely Louise Rockman has said it's the pub by the train station where the Sainsbury's is.
Oh,
There
so
we
there
are.
is Bush
Thank
Hill
you.
Park Tavern.
There you go.
There we are.
Thank you, Louise.
What's it called, Joy?
The pub by the train station. in
Okay,
Bristol
cool.
Park.
No,
That's not
listen.
what
I know.
Oh no, we don't. It's on the corner. Just
Of
as
all-
you go up the hill.
Of all the sports bulletins I've given, I don't think anything can match what's happening tonight, can it?
It brought me to tears. I swelled up I swelled up because her story is so lovely and she's so enjoying playing. I was a bit worried about her at Wimbledon, thinking, you can't handle it because the mental side of things is going to get on top of you. But good for her. Come on, I'm dying for this one. Go on, Andrew.
This honestly, Joy. Even if you're not, I think this is engaged millions who aren't even interested. I had a text from someone who's never seen a tennis match in his life, who was absolutely fascinated by this.
How do we watch it tonight, Andrew?
I'm going to try.
I'll stay up late to watch it.
9 o'clock. Okay, but the very important thing for people is that there's just been a deal done between Amazon Prime, which has always had the tennis exclusively, and Channel 4. So you can watch the final tonight on Channel 4.
What time will it be?
9 o'clock.
I am 1000%.
This is one of the most extraordinary, not just tennis, but sports stories of all time. This kid, let me give you a couple of stats, both of you. And you can see I'm very moved by this.
Me too. I'm moved by this.
This kid was ranked 300 in the world about 6 months ago. She's the first qualifier ever to reach the final in any Grand Slam tournament, let alone win it.
She had to go through rounds.
Male or female? Sorry, Gary?
She had to do qualifying rounds.
So that means she had to go through the qualifying tournament and then start again.
She didn't even buy her ticket. She bought her ticket thinking she'll be going home.
Yes,
so she had
to go home after the qualifying.
She didn't even take enough clothes with her.
How old is she?
18.
She's 18. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Amazing.
I mean, it's completely surreal. This just does not happen in sport.
So it's a big championship tonight,
It's the US Open final, Joy.
US. Oh, okay. What time?
But listen to this. It gets better, Gary, because she's playing a fellow teenager. That's right. She's playing a fellow teenager, right? And that fellow teenager has already beaten not one, not two, but 3 top 10 players to get to this final.
It's going to be so good. I cannot wait. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, and it's been switched to Channel 4. Yeah.
Channel 4. Okay.
And the other big story, of course, is the 5th and final Test match being cancelled because some of the Indian squad got COVID, and there's all kinds of conspiracy theories as to why the game's postponed. Personally, I'm not sure. I think you should give them the benefit of the doubt, but there are all kinds of conspiracy theories, like they wanted to be fit to play in what's called the IPL, which is this big money-made tournament in India, which starts at the end of September. They didn't want to miss that, so they cancelled the test. I don't believe it.
Bless you.
But also, don't forget, if they forfeit this test match, it means that the series is drawn because India are already winning the series at the moment. So pays your money, takes your choice on that one. I'm not quite sure where to go on it, but listen, everything today is about Raducanu for me.
Agreed. I'm so excited. Now, in the closing moments of the broadcast, what are we doing at the weekend? Always fascinating to know. Joy, you want to go first or last? You decide.
I'm going to go into Enfield, see Shireen.
Oh, you're going to go first.
As well, Sarah on the market.
Just a sec, I'll be back.
And then I'm going to chill because I'm absolutely exhausted. I really am. We had a late night. I think we got home about 1 o'clock last night. It was a really, really late night.
Oh, joy.
12:30, 1 o'clock. And I didn't get to bed about 2 o'clock.
You don't look worse for wear.
You don't look any worse for wear, Joy.
I do. I feel absolutely shattered. And then tomorrow we're going to go to Sawbridgeworth and go antique hunting.
You've been there before.
Yeah, we always go.
Yeah.
Andrew, I genuinely mean it. Without Joy, we would have zero sophistication on this show.
Stop it. and then we'll probably find somewhere for Sunday lunch. We haven't decided.
Great.
I've yet to try the Woodman pub. That apparently it's supposed to be really good in the Woodman. The food is supposed to be excellent. And a plug as well. I've got to give some plugs. So the Beehive in Bushhill Park is an excellent pub. They've actually got like a little zoo there. So Market Magpies are going to be at the Beehive.
Are they not Edmonton?
They are Border.
Border, yeah, right at the border.
So Market Magpies going to be there on the 3rd of October, and that is because they've got the Oktoberfest.
Have you ever had a lock-in at the Beehive?
No, I haven't. Wow. And then the 28th is going to be at the 28th is going to be at the Jolly Butchers because we've got a Halloween No. Do you know what? I'll put it out there because I've actually forgotten all the dates.
Actually, Joy, now last night is coming to the fore.
It is 31st.
I can't believe we're talking about Halloween. Like summer is over, right?
I think so. Wasn't it lovely though, a couple of days?
Well, I think this summer has been very underwhelming with the weather. Thank God we weren't locked up. Because the weather wasn't great, was it?
Yeah, I think I'll have to give out all the dates when I can remember them, when I've got them in front of me, because we've got so many events going on at the moment with Market Magpies.
It sounds really fun.
Yeah.
For me, this weekend we're off to my daughter's godparents in the afternoon. Tons of work to do, but I'm gonna take it easy.
Oh.
And Sunday, my son is in a show with Streets Ahead. He's the star. He's the star. It's going to be the premiere at the Chicken Shed. So I'm very proud dad of that. I'm really proud. You're singing and dancing.
Your son's performing at Chicken Shed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know how involved I am in Chicken Shed.
I know. So I'm really looking forward to that. So
I would have come
to be a proud
100%.
dad this weekend.
I definitely would have come. That's wonderful, Gary. What's
lovely.
What's he actually?
When your kids have achievements, you think, wow, that's so brilliant. But
and what's he going to be doing? Singing? What's he going to be doing?
A bit of both. But it's they filmed it live, and because of COVID, they couldn't have anybody there. So what they're doing, they're really clever. It's going to be filmed. It's going to be screened.
And what's it called? I know most things about
Trolls.
Oh yeah, I do know about Trolls. Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea your son was in it. Fantastic.
I don't think there's any tickets left, but there you go.
Good for you, Gary.
Popular, they'll do it again.
Break a leg, as they say.
Thank you to the Chicken Shed. Massive thank you as a parent.
It's a great venue. Yeah.
And Andrew, you wrap up the show. What are you doing?
No. I won't. Well, I'm in an enclosed space, Gary. So I should be. We're going to try and find somewhere to watch Raducanu tonight on some bashed up laptop somewhere, and. And I'll see you all again next Saturday.
Are you going to do some walking in the Peak this year?
Oh yeah, big time walking.
Lovely.
We are.
You got your dog with you.
Doesn't he look well?
Of course, we got the dog with us.
Oh,
I can't.
nice.
She's outside. She's sitting in a sort of big grassy field with wonderful views of sheep and cows.
Oh, how lovely!
Sheep and cows.
You're not illegally parked on some farm.
No, we're not illegally parked. No. God, no. We could be, but we're not.
People do that, they just sneak up on some farmer's field and take their chances.
Yeah, it is a farmer's field, Joy.
But you booked it. You went for
we
right
booked
channels,
it.
did you?
We
You just
booked
didn't hook up there and set your tent up and your dog's laying in a field and you'll be getting a party out there soon.
It's very small, Joy. It's only about
organising Black Barn in a field. I bet that's
wonderful.
what you're doing.
Well, I would like to recognise everyone that's tuned in today. Thank you very, very much. We really appreciate you coming. Joy, I love your cup. Sometimes I don't see you for a week or two, and lots of people have been asking me about your cat. Is this?
Oh yes, sorry, Joy, I forgot.
Yeah,
you just want to bring us up to date with, and it's good news,
yeah,
not bad
news. It's good news. So we took Billy because we found he had an abscess on his head because he got bitten by another cat, and his head was all disfigured. So we rushed him to the vet. They drew fluid from his head. They gave him antibiotics, and he's on a 7-day course. We kept him in for 7 days. And he's all fine now. He seems to be back to normal. He's eating, but he's not lost a lot of weight. It's amazing when your cat is ill, how quickly they lose weight. And it's not through not eating as much. I just think it's because of the stress of being sick. And he was really sick. And they said that if we hadn't got caught it in time, he most definitely would have died. So we caught it in time. But who was to know that a cat bite could turn so nasty?
God. Joy, honestly, I'm so
pleased. I was beside myself.
I mean, you did so much the right thing, rushing him to the vet.
Yeah, we did. We're with Village Vets.
Do you want to thank the vet?
Yeah, Village Vets in Hampstead and also Village Vet Winchmore Hill.
That's our vet. Can I call out? That's also our vet, Village Vet Winchmore Hill.
They're always busy outside. There's always something happening out there.
Yeah, and the village vet in Hampstead is a veterinary hospital, so they couldn't treat him there because they didn't have enough vets available. But they said go to village vet in Hampstead, so we made an appointment, and they saw us within 15 minutes.
Big news! Big news in the newspaper today is we're running out of GPs. So can I say to all those young people doing their A levels, how about be a GP? Like we have a massive shortfall apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there you go. A big thank you to all the GPs. Maybe we could do something special for you. Come out and.
What's happening with my doctor's surgery, White Lodge? If anyone knows what's happening there, because I've not even been notified that I'm actually moving. Because you know they've got the new doctor's surgery being built, haven't they, along Baker Street?
No,
is it Baker Street?
You're moving house.
No, my doctor's surgery, White Lodge doctor's surgery. I don't ever go to the doctors, so I don't know much about what's happening. But
I can't help you with that because I'm not. White Lodge isn't mine. But,
no, I used to be with a lovely doctor called Dr. Connaughton down Brick Lane Surgery. She retired, and I think that surgery is moving as well.
Do forgive me, both of you. I have to shoot.
It's the end of the show.
I'm so pleased to get on for a few minutes, and I'll see you.
You've got an electric hookup as well. So you've got like gas cylinders, have you? And you've got.
We've got a gas cylinder, and we've got. But when you hook up to the place's electric supply, you use their electric supply, so you don't.
And so you have to check this out. How did you find this field? Was it advertised?
We're members of the Camper and Caravan Club.
Oh, that's excellent. I did often wonder how you actually come across these fields.
That's how most people. Yeah, that's how most people find these obscure.
Do you know, I so want. But the problem that we've got is, Pete would want to get a camper van, but where do you park it?
They're like gold dust to get hold of first.
I know they are. We saw one for about 18,000.
That's about right. That's about the going rate.
And that was just bog standard. But where do you park yours?
We park ours in our driveway.
Yeah, see, Pete wouldn't want that on the drive with our other car because obviously they're so high as well, aren't they? They're just being blocking any view.
They are quite high, but they're otherwise on the street. We have a friend who lives 4 streets away. She has one. It's exactly the same as ours. And parks it on the street outside her house. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we may consider it.
If you do, Joy, let me help you. If you do, I'll put you in the right, steer you in the right direction. Yeah.
Oh, such fun.
Everyone have a lovely week.
They have their limitations. They're very,
Have you got an awning as well?
Yes, we haven't used it yet.
I'm fascinated by it. Oh, get the awning out.
Oh, we haven't used
next
it yet.
Week's conversation. I'm gonna wrap things up. If you are an author, if you have an event, if you have something to say, if there's something that really winds you up and you're really passionate about it, come on the show next week. Tell us all about it. And we look forward to sharing your passion.
And also, if you've got an achievement or you want to talk about something that you've achieved in the past 2 years, come on the show and tell us about it. If you've written a book, I actually know quite a few people that have written books in the past 2 years. So any achievement, come on the show.
That's right. We are welcoming to all.
Have a great weekend, Louise and Paul, and thank you so much for joining us.
And the dying moments, diversity. If you're in a wheelchair, I would love to know how lockdown's been for you. If you're disabled, we care about you too. So be the first disabled person on this show. I'd love to speak with you, see how life has been for you, and how we can help promote your diversity.
Great way to wrap up your show, you two.
See you later.